Module 192. This module is related with globalization and technology. And we are trying to understand how this globalization as well as technology, they are both interacting with each other in terms of improving the overall economic scenario. So technology and economy, if we just focus this technology with respect to the impact on economy, then what has happened? Generally, there were displacement of labor with this technological equipments and products or inputs, but as well as it helps to generate employment. Specifically, the software developers, they are their hardware, computer, and information system managers. That kind of jobs have been created. Computer system analyst jobs has been created. Then degree or skill related to technology oriented field, the IT proficient workers that need to be developed. So that kind of jobs has been observed. Then the traditional PCs transform into tablets and phones. So the once they are going to transform into tablets and in phones, then definitely different kind of developers are engaged in that process. Then we observe the development of a pool of common resources, specifically the internet and the browsing information that is available to everyone as a common resource. So people can enjoy any kind of field belonging to any field of life. Secondly, it has generated the public good. Public good means there is no rivalness as well as there is no excludability. The rivalness element is not specified. Primarily, you may observe the virtual information which is available through internet, e-books. Every ebook is not going to be private. Many ebooks are available through internet, through just Google it and you can find it. So related to that context, these books are ebooks and virtual information that is freely available. So creating no rivalness. Secondly, excludability, because the sharing that is not going to reduce the value or the worth or utility of that particular product. So just like if you are going to share a particular ebook or a material through computer, then you are not going to lose it. It will stay with you and more people are going to enjoy that. So automatically sharing is not going to reduce the usability or the utility. So it's the element of excludability is absent. Then technology and economy further refer the scale and scope economies. You know that the large quantity of just like the facility of internet or huge networking, it is going to generate more value. More people are going to connect with the internet and with this whole networking, then more information is going to flow and more information may mean more valuable it would be. Secondly, ISP, the internet service provider, DSL, their cost is lowering down and the users are growing up. So automatically they are enjoying the scope economies, and network externalities are also there. More people are having more information, more ideas. So they are going to generate new products through this by using this technology, and by once they are generating new products, they are generating more value to those who are connected, and for those who are not connected, they are willing to connect. So automatically, if we observe that there are different kind of things have evolved over the time, different kind of apps have been developed, and they are beneficial. Just like the banking process is easy through the internet, through these computer app, mobile apps, you can do that. You can purchase goods, you can get different kind of food items. So all these facilities has been actually generated through this link, through this process. Laptops, smartphones, tablet, Wi-Fi, networking, it further leads towards integration of internet in life. So life is becoming so much engaged with these kind of technological activities. Without these technological equipments or activities, you may feel that your life is a bit incomplete or not feeling satisfied. Then the industrial order is going to change because the information regarding world order is there. Automatically, industries are going to follow the people that what kind of products they need, so they are going to develop that kind of product. So this graph actually helps us to understand the internet usage that is growing up, and the if you observe the growth rate, it is quite remarkable. And from this percentage to this percentage, 16 to 53, it's a remarkable change within this short period of time from 2005 to 2019. Then if you observe that most of the offline population lives in least developed countries, so this is a problem because LDCs are not capable to get the proper benefit of these technologies. On the other side, if you observe developed countries, 86.6% people are actually connected with this whole system. So it means in developing countries that system needs to improve so that everyone can enjoy the benefit and they can improve their productivity and efficiency. Then we can observe these scenarios. Here the estimated 4.1 billion people are using the internet in 2019, reflecting 5.3% increase compared with 2018. So remarkable change is happening over the year even. And this again 2015 it was already discussed. And then 10% between 2005 to 2019, the number of internet users grow on average 10% every year. So it's a remarkable rise, which is showing that the growth is happening in the use of the internet facilities and technologies. If more people are going to be connected with the internet and such kind of facilities, they have more option available, because now different kind of online jobs are available, so people are getting connected with this internet facilities to get jobs even and to get different kind of productive opportunities. Then the mobile broadband subscription, it continues to grow up, so you can easily observe. So these graphs are just to give you the idea that how things are going to change, and this is based on this International Telecom Union report, which is available through this website. So you can go through it and you will find out these figures. These are quite updated figures. Lastly, if you observe this, the internet usage, the area which is more dark, it shows that how many people are using. The map of the offline population highlights regional differences. So countries with the highest proportion of people not using the internet rate. So the growing this area, dark area shows, and specifically you can observe this area which is very in Pakistan is already included here. So this Pakistan also the part of that area where people, most of the people, greater proportion of people, it is 75 to 100%. It's a greater proportion of people who are not using the internet. So that is the area which Pakistan need to focus and allow most of the population to be connected through the internet so that they can have the opportunity to become more productive in their own field of life, as well as finding new opportunities for their business, jobs, and even for their learning through these internet connections.